Good morning dear students, and welcome to the second video of our chapter Health and Diseases. In our previous video I discussed about cancer, about diabetes and various heart diseases. So now we will continue our lesson further. We last talked about heart diseases. So there are different types of things which can be done so that the person can recover from heart diseases. You have installation of stents. Certain things are inserted into the arteries so that the arteries remain open and the heart can function well. You have operations like angioplasty, open heart surgery, bypass surgery. All these three different types of operations can be done so that your heart can start functioning normally. You have installation of the pacemaker. There is a certain instrument which is put into the heart so that the heart starts working correctly. And finally you have the heart transplant, wherein the heart of that individual is removed and it is replaced with the heart of another individual. So that is the heart transplant. So these are the different methods by which heart diseases can be controlled. Misuse of medicines. Now you know that when you fall sick, when you go to a doctor, your doctor gives you certain medicines. That is called as a prescription. He will not tell you the medicines orally. He will write it down on a piece of paper. He will sign it, put a stamp on it and give it to you so that you can take that prescription paper to a pharmacy. They will read it and they will give you the medicines accordingly. Okay. Now what happens is that if you feel good using those medicines, okay, suppose you have cold fever, you got the medicines from the doctor, you purchased it, you took it and you became all right. What you will do is that if someone else in your family or your friend becomes sick, they are also having cold and fever, what you might do, you might tell them, अरे पिछली बार डॉक्टर ने मुझे ये दवाई दी थी, तुम भी ले लो, तुम भी ठीक हो जाओगे. But is this the correct thing to do? Absolutely not, students. When you are given certain medicines, you have to make sure that medicines are only taken by you. You cannot share the names or you cannot share those medicines with anyone else who is having the same problem like you, because it is a very dangerous thing to do. Okay, so you must not take medicines without prescription. Taking medicines without prescription is a very dangerous thing. Overdose of painkillers affects the nervous system. If you take a lot of painkillers like Crocin, like Aspro, if you keep on taking a lot of these medicines, what happens is that your nervous system, your brain gets affected. Your excretory system, your liver, all these organs also can get affected. Your the organs which are responsible for the production of urine and stool, it gets affected. Your liver gets affected. The liver can get damaged. So you must not take painkillers without prescription. जब तक डॉक्टर नहीं बोले तब तक अपनी मर्जी से कोई भी मेडिसिन नहीं लेनी है. Overdose of antibiotics causes nausea, stomach aches, dysentery, rashes, white patches on the tongue. Now if you take certain medicines which are called as antibiotics, if you keep on taking them, there is a time when you go to a doctor will tell you this medicine take it for 5 days, okay, this medicine take it for 3 days. Now those are usually antibiotics. हम लोग क्या करते हैं is that डॉक्टर ने 5 दिन बोला है लेकिन 2 दिन बाद मुझे आराम मिला, मैं वो दवाई आगे के 3 दिन नहीं लूँगी. Okay, is this the right thing to do? It is not the right thing to do, because when you stop the medicines, it can happen that the organisms because of which you have fallen sick can suddenly start growing again and you can fall sick again. So if your doctor has told you to take the medicines for 5 days, you have to make sure that you keep taking the medicines for 5 days even if you become all right. Okay, because usually those medicines are antibiotics. Those are special medicines which are given to you for a particular number of days so that the microorganisms present inside your body are completely destroyed in those 5 days. Okay, now if you now suppose you have taken that medicine for 5 days but you think that चलो मैं और 5 दिन ले लूँगा, मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा. If you are overusing those medicines, what can happen is that you can get nausea, you can feel चक्कर आने लगते हैं, you get pain in the stomach, you get loose motions, you get rashes, you get a lot of itchiness on your body, you get white patches, you feel there are white patches coming up on your tongue. Generic medicines. Now if you look at some of the stores which are present, pharmacies, outside you must have seen the board, generic medicines available, 70% off, 80% off. Now what is this generic medicines? General medicines at a cheaper rate. Generic medicines are your generally available medicine, जैसे कि सर दर्द की दवाई हो गया, बॉडी एक का दवाई हो गया. These are very general medicines which are taken by people. Now when these medicines are available at cheaper rates, they are called as generic medicines. Now why are these medicines available at cheaper rate? That is because they are manufactured and distributed without patent. Means ये medicines बनाने वाले लोग बहुत बड़े फार्मेसी वाले नहीं हैं. They are not big shots brands, they are not big companies like Glaxo or Abbott or big companies like that. They are small little companies who are making the same medicine, okay, but they are making it in a small manner. They are not spending a lot for advertisements and all that. Because of that, they are able to sell their medicines at a cheaper rate. They are at par in quality with branded medicines. Now you might think कि एक छोटी जगह दवाई बना रही है, बट इसका क्वालिटी बराबर रहेगा उन इंडस्ट्रीज से जहाँ पे वो लोग बहुत अच्छी तरीके से दवाइयाँ बनाते हैं. येस, दोज मेडिसिन्स आर ऑफ द सेम क्वालिटी as the quality of your branded medicine making brands. Okay, the production cost is low. Now these small scale people who are making the medicines, they are not having very big posh laboratories. They are having small laboratories. They are not spending much money on advertisements. Okay, they are not spending much money on एकदम बड़ा बड़ा पैकेजिंग में, एकदम शो ऑफ करने के लिए पैकेजिंग वगैरह, ऐसे में वो लोग पैसे खर्च नहीं करते. सो दैट इज़ वाई दे आर सेविंग अ लॉट ऑफ मनी एंड ड्यू टू विच दे आर एबल टू सेल द मेडिसिन एट अ चीपर रेट. Now lifestyle and diseases. All the different diseases that we studied about, you must have noticed that there is something wherein I was continuously talking about obesity and physical activity. If the person is very fat, if the person is not physically active, is not doing exercise on a daily basis, what happens is that that type of a person is more prone to fall ill, is more prone to get diseases. Okay, so daily routine, the type of food that we eat, unhealthy lifestyle causes sickness. How do we fall sick? It happens because of daily routine. We do not go to sleep at a proper time, we do not get up at the proper time. The type of food we eat, a lot of junk food, we eat a lot of Chinese, we eat a lot of fast food, we eat a lot of vada pav, samosas and bread patties and God knows what not. We eat a lot of junk food, due to which our body gets affected. Unhealthy lifestyle, we do not, sometimes, oh, it's getting late, I don't want to brush my teeth, I don't want to take a bath, just rush. Okay, this is very unhealthy practice, and because of this you can fall sick. All these things are the things which makes our body internally and externally weak, and because of this our body gets sick, we fall sick easily. What is required to make sure that we do not fall sick? We require the right food, we require sufficient amount of sleep, we require proper physical exercise and things like yoga. Okay, so we require our body to remain fit and fine. Our food should be proper, it should be a balanced diet that we should be eating on a daily basis, and we should get sufficient amount of sleep. Our body needs rest as well, so we should get proper 7 to 8 hours of sleep on a daily basis. Blood donation. This, my dear students, blood donation is considered to be a very it's supposed to be the biggest kind of donation. You're giving money in charity, giving food to the poor, giving clothes to the poor, ये सब एक बाजू, and blood donation ये एक बाजू. Blood donation is something that you do for saving the life of somebody. Okay, so this particular type of donation is considered as a very supreme kind of a donation. Now what happens when one person donates blood? That blood that one person donates is broken down into 3 different parts. Okay, you know that your blood is made up of white blood corpuscles, red blood corpuscles and platelets. So the blood that is donated is broken down into these 3 parts, and each of these 3 parts is stored separately. So when the blood banks gets the message that people require white blood corpuscles, they will give the white blood corpuscles. When anyone requires platelets, they will give the platelets. So what is happening is that one person is made the blood donation, and that one person is able to save the life of 3 different people. So he can be giving your RBCs, your WBCs and the platelets. So the life of 3 people is being saved by just one person. It is the most noble kind of a donation. It is the most supreme kind of a donation. A healthy individual can safely donate blood up to 4 times in a year. साल में 4 बार तक आराम से डोनेशन कर सकते हो. You will not fall sick. A person who does blood donation does not fall sick. It is not that you will feel weakness, you will चक्कर आके गिर जाओगे blood donation किया तो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. Because immediately after a few hours the body is able to make more amount of blood, and that more amount of blood which is made by the body is fresh blood. So you are producing fresh blood into your own body by giving blood donation to someone else. यानी तुम 3 लोगों का भला तो कर ही रहे हो, लेकिन तुम अपना खुद का भी भला कर रहे हो, because there is new blood formation which is taking place in your body. Okay. So with this, my dear students, this is the end of this particular chapter. I want you to write down the question answers for this particular chapter, and during the next lecture we'll have a Zoom session, and on that day I will also share the notes for this particular chapter. Okay, so till then, my dear students, stay happy, stay safe. Bye.